Hello.
Hey.
How is everyone?
Good.
Good. All right. Wicked. Yeah, it's nice to be in here. I feel like I'm in I've got a lot of don't flop energy going for me right now. My whole teenage life watching a lot of battle rap has led me to this moment. So, who likes the show Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
Cool. This poem has absolutely nothing to do with Dragon Ball Z. All art is a lie. No, not really. I just use it to kind of gauge how the set's going to go. I use it to power up at the start of the set. So if it goes well, I'm like Goku Ultra Instinct, which if you have followed the new Dragon Ball Z Super, that's very good. And if it goes badly, I'm Yamcha. And you can't hate Yamcha, you just have to pity Yamcha, because he's so rubbish. Yamcha is the worst anime character of all time. It's not up for debate. You can talk to me after if you want to debate it. Yamcha is so moist, it's unbelievable how rubbish Yamcha is. Really, this poem is just my poetic response to Papooses' alphabetical slaughter. Alteration and alliteration bemused by calculation, calculating diction, define deliberate, excellent elocution, exasperating fact from fiction, finding gains, gaining, grating hallucination. Hiding independent isolation, ideally joking, jokingly, joyously, killing kings, kindly, lusciously, luring, lovingly, loving love. Matching murder, marriage, mesmerizingly, never, not never, oxygen operated, orally pleasant patience, cueing, quizzingly, questioning, rationality, rationally, rationing, stimulation, stimulating thought, thoroughly tending to universal understanding, utter visual vanity, verifying world wars with wilting, shonans, x-ray yawns, yield zealousy. Cool, so we're at maybe Super Saiyan 3, I don't know, maybe. Is it okay if I do something really old that I don't do often, and if it goes wrong then we'll just move on to the new stuff and we'll forget about it?
Yeah.
I need a lot more support than that. Yeah, that wins. Yes, if I forget my poem it's because of that. Where I grew up, the only thing that ever blew up was bombs removing hands from cuffs and also leaving eyesight fucked. Let me take this story and expand it. Army barracks, that's where the package landed. One man looked and then handled it. He was left with memories where his hands were and only his mind's eye to view them, and I was 10 then. We hear alarm begin, we automatically start to grin, not knowing what lies deep within. They say they planted a bomb to kill the kids. I hear this and my ears begin to twitch. In the end it was a false alarm. We all go back to calm and no one came to harm, but I was 10 then. But let's play with time and hit rewind, because by 6 knowing death's box was ticked. I leave the house for dinner's sake. My mum complains at the winch. I make arguments, begin to break. Evil thoughts start to wake. A date with the devil did someone make? I feel I need a kick to fly away. A year has passed and that seems like just yesterday. And I'm seeing the lifeless image of my father's face. See, we played football just to waste away the days. Or is this chemistry the remedy for the tragedy we plenty see? Because we were angels then, back between the age of 6 and 10. But we changed. Many of us got a taste of rage, and some put the pen down on a new page, but we saw blades piercing skin, and new dealers were cracking heroin when we lost the sense of sentiments, and some got addicted to amphetamines. But every day we grew thicker skin. We waited for the daylight to chase away the night sky, because we knew too many who lost the breath of life, and that's why even if our mothers died, we wouldn't be empty inside. But everywhere you go, there's a rich and a poor side. It's like one side is poverty, the other £1 million properties, and we wonder why there's muggings, stabbings and killings. But there's social inequality mixed down with advertising, telling us we need these things like Nikes and true religion jeans, a world full of broken dreams, but not dreams that were never achieved, one set in vanity, because that seems like insanity to me. So stop acting like they pulled the trigger before they shoot. That's how you lose the pavement lines that keep you sane in mind. Follow the same path each time, follow the path of broken dreams until you're where it seems. They sew the seams together with agony. Stop. Reverse the image until you can see that pause are in it. Pause a minute. Can you break the laws of physics? No. Can you retract the claws from the pause you just saw in the mirror image? It's all perspective, no objective, no incentive to buy into this metropolis, but we did it. Now no chance of stopping this, from the poison in our food and our water to letting our sons and our daughters be taught to get their personality from magazines with the glossiest images in them, to trust in politicians who raised stone walls around my estates, took the disadvantaged and placed them in them, gave them hope but no chance of escaping them, then brought in drugs to create the system, then created terrorism. Don't believe, take a second, breathe. These are the descendants of the people who created racism, took the hatred of nations and used it to tame them. Now no longer just those differences fuel the fire beneath the iris. Now the lesser tie these titans, and as long as your rubber band around your upper arm, some sort of self-inflicted harm, young man with a knife out in the night, crack rocks in your pipe, then that's fine in their eyes. But don't let them think you can make it big and give them the slip, because they'll work you until you're sick, force the finger on the trigger and wait for the... But those left, those who escape the fine mesh of this net, find time for the form of art that's at the bottom of your heart. Use your words of wisdom, use your cynicism, tell her the future you envision, because free minds in these dark times, that's my vision. So I started writing when I was like 17, and I always wanted to be a rapper when I was younger, and I started writing and like doing stuff like that. I kind of had like a long mental health breakdown and like drug addiction, like class A's. And so since then, in the last 3 years, I've been clean. Which has been really good, and I finally got to a place last year where I could kind of reflect on that and start writing about it and kind of going back there and thinking about it. And I want to shout out everyone who gets up here and talks about their mental health. It's really fucking hard, and I respect you all. I massively respect Christy, like all the time. He's so honest with his journey, and no matter how many times you slip, we're all here for you, your family, and you've done something for us, so thank you. Cool. So that being said, I'm going to read some poems about that and about my mental health and how that are very different. So I hope that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. I've got to find the poems first. I've got a lot of bookmarks. Alright, cool. This poem is called Alanis Morissette. Small dark speck on the window, looks at me, says you are lonely. Small dark speck on the window, laughs, says you are surrounded by joy. Small dark speck on the window stares at me how it stares. Small dark speck on the window refuses to go away, although I scrub, yes I scrub till my hands bleed. Small dark speck becomes smudge, small dark smudge on the window. Small dark smudge becomes smear, small dark smear on the window. Small dark smear becomes window, small dark window becomes house small dark house becomes me. Small dark me in the corner. Tea goes cold on the windowsill. I ask Alanis Morissette the meaning of irony. Ha ha, she says and disappears. I turn my phone on and immediately hate myself. I turn it off, no, that's a lie. I just fall down the rabbit hole like Alice. I am drink me size in my stomach. This is my second pamphlet, Blank. It came out in July. I have copies with me for sale. They are £6. I have a card machine that has contactless. So, no excuses. No excuses. Cool. And I've got Wi-Fi and everything, so it's just like, beep, beep, boop. You know what I mean? You don't even have to think about it. It'll come out in 2 to 3 days. It's a lot about, like I said, I've been writing about my recovery and how am I doing?
We're going to spot it, mate. 7 minutes.
Left?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I'll keep it well within time. So I'm going to read the last 2 poems of the pamphlet, which are kind of the end bit of the pamphlet. They're the hope of the pamphlet. And I like reading that and then going back to some of the sadder stuff, because I feel like then you might want to buy the pamphlet to reread the hope of it. Capitalism is evil, please buy my book. blank. Blank. Wake up, fall asleep, blank. Pick it up, put it down, I shouldn't, but why, you're missing the point, blank. Back to the start, when was the start? I'm losing my days, it's fine, no it's not, blank. Roll, then again, find them again, try this, it has no effect, blank. Sleep is cause and effect, blank, it has no effect, no more relief, maybe this is the end. Roll, blank, roll then again, find them again, try this, it has no effect, blank. Wake up, fall asleep, blank. Pick it up, put it down, I shouldn't, but why, you're missing the point, blank. Sleep is cause and effect, blank. Back to the start, when was the start? I'm losing my days, it's fine, no it's not, blank. It has no effect, no more relief, maybe this is the end. The first time you feel this, it will be infinite, not in a good way. Your day will drag like fingernails on chalkboards. You will ask yourself why the sun in a clear sky is ugly. The morning will be an itch you can't scratch. Human contact a necessity. The sun will go down, the stars will come out, the heavens will be empty. In one way or another, you will start again. It's a 12-week course. When your body is a car crash because you must not. When your brain is a protest and your skull a kettle. When your thoughts become voices. When the voices become continuous, only saying jump or swallow. When you roll the burning bush into the sheets of your abridged Bible every morning so the Holy Ghost can pass through you. When you are drunk on the sympathetic hum of the fridge, when the clock face is set to laconic, when waking is all you remember, when everyone is out to get you, partner, mum, friends, they are all in on it and for no reason, when all of this becomes you. Find yourself 12 deep to a room full of skin itch and coffee sip. Take a deep breath, kid. You are nearly there. I'm going to read two more, is that okay? Yeah? This poem is called Sláinte Slide on August Bosna Daffrey, and I would tell you what that means, but if you buy the book and you flick to the notes section, there's a direct translation. So yeah, and like I said, I take cash, card, but someone recently tried to buy my book with dried fruit, but I don't accept that currency. It's funnier in my head every time. Sláinte Slide on August Bosna Daffrey. I hope I do here, surrounded by ocean, breathing in time with the waves. Here that is as beautiful as hope. Here that is as quiet as the unmarked stones. Here that is rich in rebellion. I hope it is here. Okay, I'm going to end on this piece. It's called Hymn. Yeah. Self-explanatory. Just another thank you to everyone who's involved with Mind Over Matter. This is a brilliant event and I feel very lucky to be here and I'm very excited to see the rest of the performers. So yeah, you're in for a great night. Wicked. I don't need the book. I'm just going to hold it because it makes me feel better about reading this piece. This is the longest my nails have been in relation to my anxiety. I paint them joy and relief and hope my life will reflect them. It does. I am too lucky to be melancholy, too in love for that. 2 new footsteps in my house, posting too many books, tweeting too many things, joy on my Instagram story, dad jokes on my Facebook. You are in bed, painting your toenails and hoping for breath. My daughter asked me to replicate her joy, so I do. I read books and switch to cartoons when my family calls. I wonder how many more times it will not be bad news, how loud I will play the cartoons when it is. I do not leave my house. I am worried about getting the call in public, both me and my daughter crying in a ball pit. Soon, my mother will call me and I will not know how to be strong for her. Soon, my uncle will break. Soon, My grandmother, who I didn't know could, will freeze over. She will not be the woman I grew up with, who would be. Soon, your siblings will carry you. Soon, you will leave a widow. No matter how many times we tell ourselves we are lucky for the time we have had, it will be too soon. It is always too soon. Thank you.